This is your friend Dan. How you doing? We got a live studio audience here today, and we're putting together a little dinner juice. And this one is going to be a real bountiful array of different fruits and vegetables, so it's a nice full-bodied, nutrient-dense juice. I've got carrots, cucumber, parsley, celery, apple, ginger, lemon, kale, and fennel. I hope Krista got all that, and then you can see that over in the sidebar over here. I'm going to put that together, and then, once again, I want you to tell me what you want to hear about today. Send me some vibes. Can you dig it, baby? Parsley, fennel, excellent for the body fluids. Makes you taste good. Can you dig it? I can. Kale, nice nutrient-dense kale. A lot of amino acids. This is health, baby. And ginger, apples, lemon. Sorry, I didn't show you that. Cucumber. Just a little bit of celery left over. Lots of healthy sugars in the carrot. Very grounding, energy. We're good to go there. Save that last cucumber. Got a big old jug of juice here. So what are we talking about? You know, we always talk about health. Health, how do we get healthy? Well, you know, I don't know, you know, I look at the cooked food and I'm just kind of like, you know, it's just not my thing, man. It doesn't seem to really resonate with the long-term plan. And when I say long-term, I'm talking about eternal. Because you've heard me explain before that the almond in this hand, which has not been high heated, is an infinite, an eternal almond. I can plant this almond and I can grow hundreds more almonds trees, millions of more almonds, and I can, in this hand I have the almond which is raw, and it goes on forever and feeds humanity forever. I got this raw almond over here that's been toasted in a high heat, and if I put that in the ground, what's going to happen? Nothing. So over here I have infinite eternal rawness, and over here I have one little taste, one little time, and a dead-end road that leads to nowhere. You know, I don't try to be too militant with the raw foods, but it's just, that's just how I see it. No other living organism on the planet has ever cooked its food. And here are the humans, and they're kind of nuts. I look at a lot of humans and I'm like, wow, man, these people are messed up. I mean, I know I'm messed up too, you know what I mean, but in really good ways. And I'm always working to let go and just be the totality, because the presence of the source of life is totally perfect and chill. It doesn't want anything, it doesn't need anything, it's totally complete and total within itself. And then somewhere within our mind we get into this place where we think we need these things, you know, to be safe. And that's where but that's the fear consciousness, and that's what this channel's about. Not only health for the physical protoplasm while we're here on Earth, sometimes I say while we're stuck here on Earth, as a joke to keep it nice and light for my own personal self, to remind me of what I really am, and that's what I try to do for you guys, because I know that's what's going to help. You can drink juice and eat raw foods and get healthy all day long, but if you don't do the other work, which is forgiveness, and then hopefully the recontextualization of the mind, you know, seeing that everything that runs through your mind is like an antenna, you know, and it's like, you don't blame the radio, you know, you don't break the radio just because some song that you don't like comes on. All kinds of stuff passes through the ether, your brain recepts it. You know, are you going to take that seriously? You don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to go somewhere else, and then there's going to be different frequencies, and it's going to be a different vibration. That's why I try to encourage people, instead of like going into like a heavy metal rock bar where they're like doing cocaine and tequila, you should go maybe to like a raw food restaurant or a raw food party, or go to church, or go to the ashram, or go meditate somewhere, or go out into nature where those vibrations and fields of frequencies are more concentrated. That's why, like, when you're in a field of people that are doing a juice feast, it's a lot easier than when you try to do it by yourself. You make it 2 or 3 days and you snap. When you're in a field of energy surrounded by other people, it creates a field of energy which makes it more possible, because it's called the supermind. It's kind of how Krista and I have managed to make it do what we've done with YouTube, where one mind by itself is just one mind, you know, but two minds together, that's where you get the supermind, the higher mind. The more minds that you get focusing on one thing, peace, true peace, love, whatever it is, worship, devotion, that field of energy builds and builds and builds. So I always, talk about positive energy, positive thinking, because the field of power, which I reference as God, is total power and total potential. That's one of the reasons why we eat raw foods. It contains that potential, and so does a cheeseburger in a sense. But in the fields of chemistry and how you are as a protoplasm, it's obviously to maximize raw foods within the context. A cheeseburger isn't bad, it just is what it is. And so you look at it and you get the essence. Now, are you going to feed the blood, the lymph, and the tissues and the cells with a garden variety vegetable juice or a cheeseburger? Some people are going to say cheeseburger, but this is more the non-linear essence. You see it, the vibration, the subtle vibration. So again, I just really like to share with you guys a lot about these things that have made a huge difference in my life. This is a little bit random. We got a really cool studio audience today, and so they're really giving me a special energy, and it's a very rounded out video. It's not specifically for them, but it's more for you guys, but they're really giving me the good vibes. And I'm here to help people, and so we do raw foods, we do forgiveness, we do recontextualization of the mind, and we try to always focus on fields. I mean, like, if you're around negative people, I mean, when I went raw foods, man, I was dumping off negative people like nothing. I like to be alone now, because that's the most positive time, because I'm a worshiper of the moment. And I have total devotion, and so then you go around other humans, and then it's a little bit more, you got to be sensitive to other people's, well, you don't really have to be, but it ends up being a sort of a, I'm getting really tangent now, but it gets sort of to be where, you make other people comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where all that was going, but positive energy, positive fields, spiritual videos, good music, good thoughts, good people, focusing on positive things. That's why I like being around raw food people, although not all of us agree that, about the diet or what diet is best, because really it doesn't matter. There are higher and higher levels. You can go really high levels of this, but I'm looking for the guys who have the proof in the pudding. I'm looking at certain dudes, I'm not even going to mention any names, that are really about that. There's other dudes that have a really good sound in rap, but I look and I say, well, your rap is pretty good, dude, but I'm not seeing it. Then I see these other dudes with a good rap, and they're like glowing, and they're like strong in every sense of the way. And those are the guys that I just listen to. They don't even have to say anything to me. It's a transmission of power. But then I try to pick their brain for the information. And what I'm getting is leafy green vegetables to alkalize tissues, which I've said 1,000,000 times. So I want to inspire you again. I like myself fruit at times when I feel like I need a little bit more energy, okay? And antioxidants, and to move the lymphatic system, okay? I'm learning a lot about cultured food, which I'm going to be sharing on this channel in the coming months. I'm going to learn a lot more about it before I start presenting the information. I'm really excited about that, because I've been seeing some really positive results in a very short amount of time. And so raw foods, baby. Forgiveness, spaciousness of the mind. I mean, see if you can get your mind to be empty. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world to me. Huh. I'm going to do it right now. There it was. Gotta go. Love you guys. Peace.